Alrighty, I think we're good. I think we're good to get started. Let's do the YouTube thing. Hello there, everybody. It's me, Jacob, getting ready to play some Modern. Today, I felt like doing something a little bit different. This deck was recommended to us by Zach, aka the Mana Symbol, aka friend of the channel. Goes by many other aliases, but he had been playing this red-white land destruction list, which I was watching on stream. It looked really, really fun. There's a couple of Moto grinders playing some variation of this and have had some amount of success with it in the meta. So the whole idea of it is, with Modern Horizons 2, you got Rustvale Bridge, which is an indestructible red-white tap land, which, along with Flagstones of Trokair and Cascading Cataracts, gives you spells that are really good, lands that are really good to target with Boom Bust. Boom reads destroy target land you control and target land you don't control. So if you target an indestructible land or something like Flagstones, you get to destroy a land for 2 mana. And Bust is an Armageddon for 6 mana. So the whole deck is sort of built around this kind of philosophy, where you got removal in the form of Lightning Bolt, Prismatic Ending, stuff like that. And then you got your 2 mana land destruction spells. Cleansing Wildfire is really interesting because if you target your own indestructible land, you can use it to ramp into your 4-drops, which we got some pretty good ones. We got Nahiri, can get rid of problem enchantments like Urza's Saga, but more importantly, can ultimate to get Emrakul the Aeons Torn and swing Spaghetti Mom at your opponent to blow up all their lands. So that's pretty freaking cool. Wildfire doesn't seem that impressive. It looked pretty good when Zach was playing it. It's a fairly innocuous card, right? It does cantrip, which is very, very, very important. Hello, Freddy. And in terms of just like gumming up the board so we don't die immediately, we got Seasoned Pyromancer and Timely Reinforcements to make some tokens. We also got some 3-drop land destruction effects. Pillage we're running more of because it's just more flexible. It can destroy Ether Vials, Construct tokens with the Destroy Artifact mode, but it can also just get us further ahead and keep blowing up their lands if we so desire. So that's more or less the strategy of the game. We also got Wrath of God to kill Murktide Regents and sweep away the board if they try to get under us while we're blowing up all their lands. We can also do this on turn 3 if we ramp into it with Cleansing Wildfire, which is kind of cool. The sideboard, White has some of the best sideboard cards in the game. Blossoming Calm, really good burn tech. I don't know if we bring this in against the Thoughtseize decks. I don't think we do, because it seems like a really bad top deck. But against burn, it's really, really good. Rest in Peace and Sanctifier for the graveyard decks. Day of Judgment as another Wrath of God type effect. Just essentially Wrath of God, but without the regenerate. Showdown of the Skalds. I think this is for the grindy decks where you just want more cards than your opponent, because essentially it's a 4-mana draw 4, and you can cast the cards over the course of the next couple of turns. And if you cast them on Chapter 2 or Chapter 3 of the saga, you can make your creatures a little bigger, which is nice. We got Chandra and Boil to beat up the counterspell decks, and Engineered Explosives just as a good catch-all. So that's more or less the deck. Let's just jump in there and see how things go. Sorry about the late start, by the way, everybody. I wanted to start streaming consistently at around, like 1 o'clock every day, but I had to do some errands with Hannah. We had to replace her phone, and we got caught up a little bit in town while we were doing that. Hannah's out with a friend right now, so it's just me and the cat today, unfortunately. But that's fine. I think we're going to have a good time. I really, really like land destruction decks. One of the first quote-unquote serious modern decks that I brewed was essentially a Blue Moon shell, but it was running 4 copies of Boom Bust, some Dark Steel Citadels, and Goblin Dark Dwellers, because before they changed the ruling on split cards, you were able to flash back Boom and cast Bust off of Dark Dwellers. So you'd get to 5 mana and just blow up everybody's lands and be left with this 4/4. Hello, Firemine. And it was a really, really fun deck. And then they changed the ruling on split cards, and I was so heartbroken. Alrighty. We won the die roll, which is excellent. Nice. We're playing against Pincer, friend of the stream. I've tested Wildfire before. It's pretty alright. I don't hate it. I think we're mulliganing this. If we're on the play, we kind of want land destruction spells on turn 2. Not gonna keep the 6, like the 1 lander. Just feel like that's not worth it. Now this is what I'm talking about. Okay. Pardon. So let's see. If Pincer's a friend of the stream, we can assume that they're probably playing either Blue Moon or Blue-Red Tempo. So I'm going to keep this bottom Snow-Covered Mountain and Prismatic Ending. And we'll play Sacred Foundry untapped, hold up Lightning Bolt, in case that's something that we want to do on turn 1, like if they play a Ragavan or something. Nice. Well, they played that very well, because now we can't blow up a land on turn 2. However, we can Wildfire our own Flagstones to get up the 4 mana. The cantrips and lightning bolts have been pretty good. I played a league with that Blue Moon list before I started streaming, and I went 3-2 with it. The deck still felt pretty good. Force of Negation. Alright. Noted. That's pretty good. That'd be fun. 4 Wildfire, 4 Spreading Seas. Okay, please don't play Murktide. They play Murktide, we're kinda gonna be in a bad spot. Ah, well, can't be helped. Murktide is a threat that we don't really deal with well. Okay. Boom, blow this up, blow up steam vents. We're going to need to find 2 lightning bolts or Nahiri. Yes, we will use Flagstone's ability. Let's get the Triome. Play Inspiring Vantage, pass the turn. Is this game worth investing time? If you want my honest opinion, no. I quit playing Magic for an extremely long period of time and only really came back to it because I had some free time. Standard is a hot mess. It'll drain your money. Modern's super expensive. Modern's really fun right now, but you never know when the new set's gonna come out and just nullify your investment. So if I can be completely honest with you, I would say no. Does this deck want Summon Umber Chalice? I don't know. I don't know if we want Chalice of the Void or not. All I know is that they played Murktide on turn 2, and we got absolutely destroyed. Yep. Which is the best card game? Oh, Magic. Easily. Like, this is the best card game. Like, bar none. But it's still basically a gacha game. Except your waifus rotate. Like, that's what Magic's become. Fire kind of ruined a lot of the formats. Like, this is still the best card game to play if you want to play a card game. But my advice is probably don't play card games unless you're already neck deep. Alright, we're dead. Because we can't draw Wrath of God and cast it. Yeah, sorry about that, Puck. I'd feel really bad lying to you and being like, of course you want to invest in Magic. It's, you know, so good. It's like, Magic is really good, and it is a really fun game, but it's expensive, and worst of all, it's volatile. Because things are constantly being moved around in the sake of making Hasbro money, and it kind of depresses me. Okay, so Rest in Peace we know we want. Day of Judgment we know we want, because we want more board wipe effects. I feel like Chandra, like Big Chandra's probably good. And I don't know about Boil. I feel like Boil's not where we want to be. And with Timely what do we want to take out? First of all, I feel like we want to keep Ending and Lightning Bolt in. Just because we need to deal with Ragavans and stuff like that. I don't think I like Timely a whole lot. And I don't think I like 4-mana Chandra, because the Flame Slash doesn't kill Murktide Regent. And if we're casting a big expensive thing for 4, I want to be able to kill Murktide. And we'll run it like that. Thank you, Mopa. I think our list was pretty good yesterday. 40k is worse and you paint and build. Yeah, unless you really like the painting and building stuff, it can be quite the ordeal. I think I'm gonna keep this. Actually, we got Rest in Peace, we got Boom. Actually, how much do I want to keep this? Think it's a keep, guys? I mean, Rest in Peace is our best card against them. This shuts off Murktide for basically the rest of the game. We just have to kind of trust the top of the deck. Yeah. I imagine this is a pretty bad matchup anyway. I guess so. Okay, we just gotta hope they don't have Spell Pierce. They run 2 Spell Pierce. They could be holding up Flusterstorm so that we don't boom them. That's a really good draw. Okay, I'll play Flagstones and Rest in Peace. Please don't Spell Pierce me. Thought Scour themselves? You think they'd want to Thought Scour us if Rest in Peace is coming down? Maybe they're Thought Scouring themselves and hoping to find Force of Negation, because they did force us last game. Oh my gosh, that's so brutal. That's so rough. Ah well, guess it can't be helped. Followed by another Murktide. Well, I feel like we did everything we could do there, like realistically. Thankfully, it's only a 5-turn clock. They milled another Force of Negation. So they're just running lots of forces? What are you doing not playing Blue Moon? I was recommended that I play this deck, and it's pretty fun. Okay. I vote we crack this in case we find another Boom Bust. No dice! Now we can't even rest in peace them, because if we do, we're just in a super bad spot. And another Murktide Regent. Now we need Wrath of God or Day of Judgment. No, it's a... If you want the deck list... type exclamation point deck, it's a land destruction deck. We just happened to draw our one Emrakul. Alright, so we lost. Can't be helped, really. Murktide's probably the best threat against this deck, and they had it on turn 2 both games. Like, we did everything we could. We were on the play. They forced our thing on turn 2 both games. You know, Force isn't really played a whole lot in the meta. It's whatever. I like this hand, though. Yeah. Those two games were exact replicas of each other. It's fine, we'll bounce back. Yes, you did get lucky, but that's okay because that's Magic. That's honestly Magic. Stuff like that happens. You played very well. And I appreciated the games. Still, Force of Negation in the Murktide Regent tempo deck, I think that's a smart move. Like, if we're moving more towards just people answering Murktide Regent, I think running some number of forces in your deck is a good way to sort of counteract that. So, we might have lost the battle, but you're innovating on the deck in a really cool way. Yeah, I think that's really smart, Pincer. So you have Emrakul to play from Nahiri. Yes, exactly. Alright. Let's blow them up. I wonder how many basics they run. Burning Tree Emissary plus Oath of Nissa. So this is mono green Devotion. So the answer is probably a healthy number of basics. Which means we might want to save the Cleansing Wildfire for Nykthos. And just play Timely Reinforcements here to block stuff. I think I like that. We don't gain the life this way, but we get the creatures, which is more pretty much what's important, right? Like, we need the creatures to block stuff. Also thinking of changing one charm into a Spell Pierce. Murktides die too much now. Yeah, I think that's a smart idea. Okay, they put Nykthos in their hand. So, like, they put Nykthos in their hand, so that's what's in it. So I think I'm just going to play Nahiri out and uptick, discard Sunbaked Canyon? They can only attack with one creature a turn, effectively. And we can get him with Nahiri. Unless they drew something really good here. Like Karn would be upsetting. Llanowar Visionary. That's not too big of a deal. Even if they Karn, we can find Prismatic Ending for the Pithing Needle. But they can't Pithing Needle immediately. Endurance. Alright. So we play Chandra next turn. And Flame Slash Endurance. All good soldiers fall like boulders. Not that bad, MTG. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for having a really funny name. I think I discard... probably Sacred Foundry. Just in case something happens to this Nahiri that I don't foresee. Oi, Punk's not dead. Love these names. Thank you for the follow. Flame Slash this. Now we can defend Nahiri from the onslaught effectively. Not killing Nykthos? Nah, they don't have anything in their hand. They literally have to top deck something here. I'd rather defend Nahiri than kill Nykthos. Leyline of Abundance. Sweet! That's cool. That's a cool thing to have in your opening hand. I feel like it doesn't do much here, but it's cool. So they put a 1/1 counter on each creature they control, but they're about to lose most of their board. Chandra, Torch of Defiance is being attacked. Well, I'm going to block because the main way that we're going to kill them after we Emrakul is going to be with Chandra. Or with Lightning Bolt. This way we figure out how many basics they have in their deck. Okay, so they have at least 3. Let's get Mama and kill this man. Put spaghetti on their head, smash the plate and now they're dead. Mama. Poggies. Hey Jacob. Hey Bajin. Okay, so against Nykthos.deck, they're running lots of mana dorks, so we definitely still want the Prismatic Endings and the Lightning Bolts. And I want the Wrath effects because they clog up the board really well. Chandra -3 is kind of another board wipe, but I feel like engineered explosives is probably just better. As far as other things, timely reinforcements was okay there, but I think that it's weaker on the whole than just killing their creatures. Because their creatures mostly exist to help them generate mana. They're not really attacking a whole lot with them. So I kind of like taking out some of the token generators here. Focus on just like blowing up their lands, wiping their board, killing their creatures, and then ultimately sticking a Nahiri down. I think that's what we want to do. What's the win con if you draw into Emrakul? You play Nahiri and you discard Emrakul. That's the great thing, Reej. 420 is that Nahiri, her plus lets you discard a card, so if you're unlucky enough to draw the Emrakul, if you get Nahiri, you can discard it so that you can ultimate better. Why'd you take a long break from streaming, by the way? Good to see you back. I did it because I wanted to work... I was frustrated with Magic, and I wanted to work on something that I had complete creative control over. And now that project's almost done. So I came back to playing Magic because my dream is more or less achieved. The video game I'm making is almost done. It's coming out in January, hopefully. So now I feel good about myself to come back and play Magic. Also, Whisperwind, thank you for the follow. Thank you, Beijing. Yes, that's the project I'm working on. Thank you, Talos. And my wife did all the graphic design too, so her and I kind of worked together on all that. Okay, I'm gonna Prismatic Ending the Ignoble Hierarch. Nice! Let's boom. Yes, I will use Flagstone's ability. Get the Triome. The only thing I think I don't like about this deck is this should be the Jeskai Triome instead of the Mardu one. That way we get to run blue. That's my only complaint. Alright, I'm going to be mana efficient here and use the Stone Rain over the Boom. We don't have anything to target with Boom anyway. We'd have to blow up one of our own lands. Cool. Okay, so we're going to... ending this. And we're gonna Wildfire Nykthos. Yeah, they're probably pretty frustrated, but, you know, they're playing Mono Green Devotion in, like, this era of Modern anyway, so they're probably frustrated in general. Can't imagine the deck's doing too hot right now. Nah, they probably had another... They probably had another green source, right? So if I killed the forest, they would have just got another forest. Alright, so they're going to be more incentivized to play creatures out. So I'm discarding the Lightning Bolt to kind of bait them into Day of Judgment. Let's discard Sunbaked Canyon. Do I want to just blow up both their lands here? I kind of do. No. They could, like, top deck a land in a, ignoble hierarch, and then we wouldn't be able to Day of Judgment. I'm just gonna wait. Nahiri can take it. She's a tough woman. Pillage. Woohoo! Got him. Yes. I love a good land destruction deck. I really do. It's just kind of zen. My game plan's really simple. If it doesn't go well, I don't feel super bad about it. It's like, I'm here to blow up lands. If I win, I win. And if I don't, oh well, my plan was to blow up lands. It's fine. It's kind of... I know it's not feel good for my opponent, but I'm not just like... It makes me feel comfortable. Like, I built a land destruction deck as my first EDH deck. It was Keranos Land Destruction. My first serious brew of Blue Moon was essentially a land destruction deck. Like, it feels like coming home. Their greedy mono green mana base. I get to blow up Cavern of Souls, which is awesome. Yeah, it doesn't affect the deck that I'm playing, but I get to blow up Cavern of Souls? Like, fuck yeah. Yeah, we won the die roll 3 times in a row. The only bad thing is our opponent has this Ether Vial. Rustvale Bridge. Do. I can tell it's summer from the lands I blow up that my opponent owns. Gotta blow up lands, yeah. Rustvale Bridge. Ooh. Nice. Okay. I think I do play Seasoned Pyromancer, because blowing up lands isn't going to do a whole lot on this board. So I'm going to play Sunbaked Canyon out, just so I can redraw. And I think I'm going to discard the Boom in the Cleansing Wildfire. Just try and find things to, like, keep their creatures down. Yikes. Well, we get to play Chandra next turn and Protector, hopefully. Don't play Giver of Runes. Boo! That's so cruel. Okay. Well, don't play Thalia. Path? Okay. Well, we run basics. So. Pillage will save us. I hope so. Okay, if they give her stuff, they can attack through my elemental token. So I'm just gonna Flame Slash this. Play this tapped. I'm not gonna play the Triome because we might need to cycle that to try and find cards. And hope that that's enough. Alexander Wilson, thank you for the subscription. It's very, very cool of you. I didn't get an alert in my chat, but it says you subscribed, so thank you for that. Enjoy job 1986, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'd love to exile the vial. Is this Flicker Wisp? Elite Spellbinder. So that's what they're going to use to try and kill Chandra. So let's exile the top card. It's Cascading Cataracts. Okay, let's crack this. Timely? This costs 2 more to cast. So they're probably going to attack us, deal 2 damage to Chandra. Damn, Ether Vial. You suck. Okay, I'll cycle this and try and find like a bolt. No bolts. Well, shucks. Well, you know what? I'm going to attack you. How about that? Nah, I didn't want to timely reinforcements yet because it's not going to protect Chandra because this thing has flying. Why not just play Pyro? Because I'd rather just keep that in my back pocket in case we want to discard other things. Wow, they equip it to Noble. That's interesting. Why not play Sunset Reveille instead? Timely? 2 mana versus 3 seems decent. I don't know. I didn't build the deck. Hey! Prismatic Ending. Long time no see. Think about what we want to do here. We could play Seasoned Pyro and discard land and boom. I kind of like that. Actually, we probably shouldn't discard land. We should discard Boom and Timely, I think. And Prismatic Ending the Ether Vial? Well, we'll decide what to Prismatic Ending depending on what we draw. Okay. So now I want to kind of get rid of the vial and then ending and bolt these guys. This loses to Flicker Wisp, but not much else. Nice. Okay, let us begin dismantling the establishment. No, it's fine. If we kill all their creatures, they're not going to be able to equip anyway. I could have exiled the sword because I had Cascading Cataracts. That was a punt. That was a pretty big punt. Okay. Non-blue decks are hard. That's my defense. And thanks to Giver, they're going to be able to re-equip. That actually came up. I could have exiled the sword. Pretty sure this is just the game. Well, if we draw another Prismatic Ending, we can get the sword, but yeah, sword runs away with the game. That was kind of a punt. I'm actually not going to make the tokens because Wrath of God's kind of an out. We lose. Because this has protection from red. Should have exiled the sword. Should have exiled the sword with Cascading Cataracts. Okay. So, if they're an Ether Vial deck, then we absolutely want Engineered Explosives. We want to keep these. They gum up the boards with creatures, so we want that too. What we don't want is Stone Rain, just the generic land destruction effects, and Cleansing Wildfire is probably not great. I like Boom still, because we get to Armageddon if we deal with the Ether Vial, and Pillage destroys artifacts, which seems very important in that match. So that's more or less my stance on these things. So let's go with that. This hand doesn't really do anything. I'm gonna mulligan. This hand does stuff. This hand does stuff. Keep, bottom the plains, play Sacred Foundry tapped. If they go for Ether Vial on turn 1, we Prismatic Ending, and then we just need to hit the 4th land to start blowing up their board. Wow, they lead on Ether Vial. Love it. Wow, we got 70 people. Hello, everybody. I hope you all are having a lovely day. And they just have 2 ghost quarters. Are they going to start ghost quartering their own lands? Or were they just leaning that hard on Ether Vial? Oh my goodness, they're helping us, chat. They're helping us. That's really funny. Well, this is going to be the weirdest... Actually, we're not going to Day of Judgment yet. We're going to give them hope. Choose that, choose that. Yes, of course I'll use Flagstone's ability. And I'll get Foundry... because I might want to cycle the Triome later if I draw it. And if I draw Sacred Foundry, there's like nothing I want. Rest in PY though. Why would you do that, opponent? Come on now. Come on, play dudes. Play some dudes. Commit. Commit to the bit. Spellbinder. Well, congratulations. You get to get hit by the slightly worse one. And now they can't Spellbinder the Wrath of God. Can't Nahiri exile the Rest in Peace? They can, but I don't care about Rest in Peace. So, it's fine. We could exile it now with Cascading Cataracts, but there's just no point. In fact... choose a mana of any type to add to your mana pool. Does it only add one type? In any combination of colors. Okay, I'm just going to do it the boring way. That way I don't mess things up. Sword. Oh, with Rest in Peace out, that doesn't trigger. Good to know. Maybe that's why they brought it in. Archon. You win the bolt. There we go. I may discard a card, but that doesn't mean I will. Fine. I will not discard Emrakul if we draw it. I promise. Can I get a thing to deal? I cannot. Oh well. Oh well, maybe we should have brought in Showdown at the Skalds. Shucks. Well, now we have to draw like a Pillage or something. Because they will win this race, I think. Giver, yep. Okay, so we need Pillage or Wrath of God. Nahiri doesn't do it. But we can potentially draw into a Pillage. Nahiri being red is really making life difficult right now. Okay, I get attacked so that they draw a card. Deal 2 damage to me? Okay. Do you have another thing to exile Nahiri? Yep. Ooh, rough stuff. Okay, now we need a board wipe. Because if we don't have a board wipe, we lose, and we lost. Cool. Oh well. Because they give this pro blue and then attack. Good game, opponent. You definitely do wear shoes, as your name implies. Ah, well. It's fine. We're having a cozy time here, right? blowing up people's lands. Where's my stress ball? There it is. Won the die roll again? We won the die roll again? Man, I wish I won this many die rolls when I played Blue Moon. Yeah, we got a cozy Sunday land destruction stream. Ooh, burn? Are you burn? Boom. Show me that lightning bolt. Or not. Either you're not burn or you kept a very bad burn hand. Those are the two options. Either you're not burn or your burn hand is... We're playing the mirror match, guys! Why no Blue Moon today? A friend of mine recommended that we play this. So I wanted to give it at least one league. Oh, this is funny. Yes, you! Zach was the friend. Shkanan, thank you for the follow. I can't believe this is happening. This is so funny. Are they also running the Triome? Are we gonna get their Triome? Okay. I'm gonna leave them with the Sunbaked Canyon. So that they have to hurt themselves if they want to win. This is peak Magic the Gathering. The Delirium list went great. We 5-0'd with it. I think it's very powerful. And I 3-2'd with it this morning, even though I was in a groggy state. I really liked it. I think it did well. Oh shit, they be ramping. They're gonna break the mirror wide open. Alright, we need a land here. Rustvale Bridge is technically a land. Got Monkey's Pod real good there. At least we're pretty well insulated from Nahiri. They decide to play one. But they're probably just gonna play Wrath of God, right? Yeah, I am currently killing them, but you know, they're running the same list that we are, and there's a couple of things they could play here that'd be bad. Well, are they gonna exile a token? Yep. Give me a land. We have only our indestructible lands left. Alright, so their land destruction spells are complete blanks. They need Wrath of God here. Nahiri also works. Little Bo Sleep. Thank you for the follow. Give me a land. Yes. Think Ending in Wrath of God. Because if we get in a cluttered board state here, I kind of want to just play Chandra and hopefully win that way. Because they're probably going to either wipe the board or... Okay, they're bolting that, yeah. They're probably going to wipe the board or play a timely reinforcements. And in that case, we're going to have a Planeswalker battle. Really don't want to see timely here. I would rather see Seasoned Pyro because I don't want them gaining the life. Yeah, exactly. I don't want to see timely reinforcements. I'll take another land destruction spell. And like nothing else, that'd be fine because then we can kill Nahiri in theory. The theory is we kill Nahiri because she makes me weary. Okay, that's fine. Discard bolts. So they're at 4. Which is pretty good for us. Because we could just draw 2 bolts and win. I swear to God, Mom. I'll be right back. You guys get to meet my mom. She's coming over to drop over some stuff. You get to meet the person I was bragging about yesterday. What in the mirror is this exactly? Okay, if they don't have another token generator, I think we win next turn. Fuck! Okay. Are you gonna draw cards? So we attack them, right? They go to 3. Okay, now we should win. Well, both teams tried their best. I'm smarter than you? How am I smarter? What'd I do? What'd I do that was smart? I did a smart thing? I was going to flame slash a token? Nah, they're at 4. We're going upstairs. I don't think they could flashback Peasy because they would have taken 2 damage. Things that I like here. I like Showdown of the Skalds. Let's try and get in their heads. Celestial Purge seems good. Sanctifier seems good because it just will kill them. This is essentially true name Nemesis against their deck. Like straight up. This is just true name Nemesis. And I don't like timely reinforcements. Or Stone Rain. Because they run so many indestructible lands. I want to keep Cleansing Wildfire so we can ramp. Prismatic Ending doesn't have, like, any targets. Like, at all. Just doesn't. Engineered Explosives can kill tokens, though, which is pretty nice. And Bolt doesn't really have a lot of targets either, so I'm going to bring in Big Chandra over Bolt. Yeah. They're not going to leave Ending in is the thing, right? So we bring in Sanctifier because it'd be silly if they left in Ending. And in case they generate a large amount of tokens, I'm bringing in the other Day of Judgment. And we're just going to try it like that. Just going to be a grindy control deck. Hopefully. You think that they brought in Sanctifier? They might have. They might have. I'm going to mulligan this. Lead on my indestructible lands. This seems good. I'm going to keep this. Going to bottom Pyromancer. Because I think we're building towards Wrath of God so that we can wrath their tokens. Yeah, I brought in EE for Sanctifier and their tokens. Just in case they're gonna play Sanctifier. Because they might have had the same idea we had. I don't want to see a Wildfire here. Okay, that's really bad. I think it's better than a lot of the other cards that we could bring in, though. Right, Rubber Duck Sauce? Okay, now I think we play this. Because they're going to have to decide between playing Nahiri or boom busting a land. And we need to get our red sources anyway. If they go red, uptick Chandra, boom bust this, I'm just going to concede. Okay. Maybe this is just the way you play the mirror, as you try to ramp into turn 4 as quickly as you can. Okay, we lose. Noted. This is weird. Okay, I'm thinking about this wrong, right? I've never been in this situation before where we've had the land destruction mirror match. So maybe instead of Sanctifier, maybe Timely is better? I don't fucking know. I don't actually know. Bring in 1. Actually, I can't imagine the bolts being useful. I just can't. I think my mom's here. Yep. Hi. Come on in. Yep.
Where's Hannah?
Hannah's at the beach with her friend.
Oh.
I told Chat yesterday about the story about Grandma buying you and the rest of the Brownie Troop machetes.
Cool.
They loved it.
Is this yours?
Yeah.
I have 2 plates. I think there's one more. Here's some cinnamon raisin bread.
Oh, I love this stuff. Thank you.
This is homemade jam. It's hot out of the cooker that won't be ready for 24 hours.
Are you jamming again?
I am. Some broccoli that needs to be used up. 2 of your pretty plates.
All right, come over here
I
and
don't
say
know
hi to
what
Chat.
color the other plate is. Green, I think.
Hi everyone,
How do I
this is
say
my
hi
mom.
to Chat?
Well, that's the camera.
Oh.
Hi, this is my mom. She's the one that went hacking up Turtle Mound with the machete.
Many times.
Many times.
Yeah. So
Your
these
troop
are
was
your
the most
friends?
badass troop.
Oh, because
Easily.
they had the most badass leader.
Yeah. Grandma
My
was
mom.
really cool.
Yeah. We also did a lot of things involving alligators and snakes. She really loved alligators and snakes, so we did a lot of...
I told you about the alligator me and
Stuff like
Hannah
that.
saw when we were down
Oh,
by the
yeah.
park, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't go there anymore.
Good. That's
Yeah.
smart. So enjoy your fresh strawberry jam.
I love you.
I love you too. Leave it out on the counter. Don't put it in the fridge for 24 hours or the jar will break.
Hannah will be thrilled to have that.
You like strawberry
I
jam?
love it.
All right.
I put that on everything.
Bye, Chat. Did you like the salsa?
Yeah, it was delicious.
It was really hot.
No, it wasn't. You have a different definition of hot
Yeah.
than I do. I eat like ghost pepper stuff.
I'm doing my fall canning bench. Love
Nice.
ya.
Love you too. Be safe.
Bye.
Tell Dad I said hi.
Bye, Chat. I will. Have fun.
I will.
All right. Oh, I'll take my box.
Sounds good.
Put this in the fridge.
Toodles.
Oh, and the other thing, by Tuesday, I'll get you that 3.
Oh, thank
3
you.
a week.
Nice.
3 a week by Tuesday is my goal. Love ya.
Love you too. Thank you for the follow, Lamar. I think we're going to keep this hand. We got a decent amount of 4-drops to play. We just have to actually draw lands. So I will keep. And we got Sanctifier, which they literally shouldn't be able to kill. Like, I cannot imagine a way they kill it unless they kept in Prismatic Ending. We've got similar noses. I mean, that's true. Okay, they are on a 10-turn clock. I don't know if this is correct, but it's what I'm doing. Carlos Jill, thank you for the follow. I'd like to hit a land, but I might not. Prismatic Ending? Wow, okay, they're big brain. They are big brain. Guess I'm wildfiring my Inspiring Vantage and hoping I draw a land. There we go. Why would you hit the flagstones? They get to ramp. Yeah, I think this deck's really fun. They don't get to ramp? Okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's all good. Maybe I should have hit their mountain? No, I should have hit their mountain. Like, I should have, right? I don't know if that's necessarily true, Zach. Sometimes the biorhythm's just off and you have, like, funky days where, like, you don't do well. Like, it happens to everybody. It's okay. I completely get what you're feeling, though, because I feel very similar things, like, all the time. Sometimes I feel like the only deck I can play is Blue Moon, and if I don't have a good Blue Moon list, then, like, everything comes tumbling down. Okay. We would like... Okay. This is a weird match. This is a really weird match. Please tell me they're just cluttered with 4-drops and like prismatic endings. Core Firewalker. Okay, so their list is different than ours. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If they got 2 bolts, we're dead. If they got 2 bolts, we die. So, I'm just gonna board wipe. Fuck it. I'll save them from God. What? Tapped? Okay, okay, sure. Got it. Deal. I'm not discarding shit. No. Celestial Purge me. Wow. It's because my mom came to say hi. That's why we're doing well this game. I think there's a chance that we might be the more elite of the gamers. We might be the more elite. We're gonna resolve this showdown. They had 2 bolts! They had 2 bolts! Ah! I read you like a book, opponent. Fine. I don't care. I read you like a book. Food is green. Thank you for the follow. Food is green indeed. Ah yes, 1-2, also known as the land destruction bracket. You know it. Are you playing mana symbols all to count? I don't know. Am I? I don't think so. Zach wouldn't run Core Firewalker in his list. Am I? Sunbaked Canyon. Sanctifier. You got bolts? Okay. Well, they're not getting through. Oh, this is gonna be savage. The plot thickens. That's not the only thing that thickens. The tension also thickens. Damn, I get a +1/+1 counter on nothing because this has pro red. That's fine. I discard nothing. All right. Are you guys ready for the flawless victory? Well, never mind. Maybe it's not going to be flawless. No, it'll be flawless, actually. Because we blow up all their lands. And then we Emrakul, and it wipes away the rest of their board. Hang on. I want to put a 1/1 counter on Emrakul so that our Emrakul is just a little bit bigger than their Emrakul. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put Mom on the battle. I'm going to get Mom to get her to serve spaghetti. Don't Celestial Purge me, bro. Okay, thank you. No. I want the flawless victory. Don't take this from me, opponent. Don't you fucking do it. Please don't. Okay. We get to put a 1/1 counter on something when we cast a spell. We're gonna choose Mom. Mom's gonna serve Mom on a platter. Then we're gonna bust because it makes us feel good. Gonna put the counter on Mom. Our Emrakul now has 16 power. Instead of the original 15. Have you ever seen an Emrakul with a +1/+1 counter before? Are you not entertained? Alright. Let's get this bread. Yeah, this deck's really, really enjoyable. Yeah, I agree. Not gonna keep the one lander. Hey, we finally lost a die roll. I'll keep this. probably getting rid of bolts, because we can't really bolt on turn 1. And if they run us over with like lots of creatures, we can at least timely reinforcements. Oh, it's hammer time. I have egg on my face. At least Pillage destroys an artifact, right? At least Pillage destroys an artifact. Lurisless Hammer. I think they aren't running Luris. Nani the fuck? Hannah, hi! How was the beach?
It was great.
It was grand?
It was great.
Was this a grand old beach?
It was.
Was it a high-flying beach?
It was a high-flying beach. Are you streaming?
I am streaming.
I'll say hi.
Are you streaming? Mom came by and dropped off some Fiestaware as well as some jam.
Some jam.
Yeah,
I'm your jam buddy.
you are my jam buddy. I love that song. Jam buds. Okay, considering that they just need Pure Steel Paladin in order to fucking equip these, I'm gonna blow up the... So, boom. Gonna blow up the plains instead of the Urza Saga. I don't know if that's correct, but it's what I'm doing. I'm committing to blowing up their white source. Yes, I will use Flagstone's ability. Is the Pope Catholic? No, I will not pay 2 life. So I guess the Pope isn't Catholic. Zach says, hey Hannah, tell us about how your beach trip went.
I went to the beach and that's what I did. I had fun and then I got ice cream.
What kind of ice cream did you get?
I got a pina colada style ice cream. Actually, it wasn't ice cream. It was a freeze.
So, nice. That sounds tasty.
Yeah, do you know what that is?
I know what a freeze is.
Yeah, I do too.
I do too. Sort of something. Okay. Paradise Mantle, Part 2.
My ice cream was a paradise mantle.
That makes me gleeful. I like this, Hannah.
My ice cream?
I like that you had fun. Okay, I'm gonna blow up the Ornithopter. Because it technically generates mana, so this counts as it being a mana source. And this stops them from making a construct, which is what I really care about. Does she like pina coladas? Yes. But she is into yoga, and she is also very smart, so the rest of the song doesn't. Oh no, wait, it's if you have half a brain. So I guess, like, most of the song applies to her, but she does like yoga. I said words correctly? Don't lie to me, Zach. Don't you lie to me. I don't speak words right. Don't give me hope. So next turn we're just gonna Wrath of God, right? Yeah, we're just gonna Wrath of God, so there's no point in playing Timely. Show me what you got, opponent. I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid anymore. You hear me? I'm not afraid anymore. Am I about to be afraid? They fucking got wrecked. I hope so. I bet if Corey played Magic, he'd really like this card. I think it suits him. Do you want to know the card I'm talking about, Corey? I mean, Hannah?
What?
Sorry, I had words in my head, so I called you Corey when I meant to say Hannah. Because the subject was about Corey.
I'm insulted.
Well, never mind, I give up.
Proceed.
I just played a card called Wrath of God. It's 4 mana, 2 of it's white. It's just destroy all creatures. They can't be regenerated.
Wow.
It's pretty good. It gets around hexproof.
That's crazy, dude. Crazy.
Man, we're getting a lot of perfect victories with this deck. I'm gonna discard Timely Reinforcements. That's Boom Bust, sir. This is a good card only stream. Reason to play Timely last turn is not to die to double hammer. That makes sense. That makes sense. Regeneration's actually relevant against this deck. Do they run Welding Jar? They might? That'd be really funny. Okay, you know what? No. You don't get to equip at instant speed. And no, you don't get an Ornithopter. And no, I will not discard. We would have got another flawless victory. Yep, you get nothing. It's just too easy. Hey, Jeek Powell. Hello. Okay, against... I'm just gonna assume it's Hammer Time, but without Luris for some reason. I'm bringing in Engineered Explosives, and Celestial Perm gets rid of Germ tokens, but like, I think it's kind of narrow. Just give me these wipes. I like these wipes. Taking out Stone Rain. And 1 Cleansing Wildfire, I think. This does ramp us into our 4 drops, right? Maybe take out Timely. Wildfire hits Saga too. Good point. Good point. That is quite true. If you're Hannah and you're on the rise. I like this. Get to Wildfire their Saga, bolt their dudes, pillage their village. Oh yeah, kill all the Sagas. Oh yeah, kill all the Sagas. I'm gonna let them hit me for 2. And then I'm gonna bolt the Esper Sentinel. Okay. If they're dumb, they'll play the hammer. Okay, please don't have 2 hammers. Because I don't think they can beat 2 hammers. I mean, I don't think we can beat 2 hammers. I think we're gonna wait. Nettle Cyst. Okay, you know what? This is a 1-1? No, it's a 2-2. So we die to Inkmoth Nexus next turn. So I'm just gonna... Well, I guess I'm blowing up the Saga. Okay. Do you feel lucky, punk? Okay. Okay, we can do a healthy amount of stuff here. Let's see. I think we start with Wildfiring Inkmoth Nexus. Actually, hang on. Like boom cleansing here, but need to hit a land. Yeah, I think so too. We have to keep bolts open if we leave both of these things alive. So I think what I'm doing is I'm just gonna cleansing Inkmoth here. Hopefully hit a land. EE is stellar. E is absolutely stellar. So we exiled the Germ token. This plays perfectly around the hammer. And then they're going to feel pressured to make tokens next turn. Stoneforge Mystic. Alright. Sword of War and Peace. Okay, why didn't they get a hammer? Okay, pretty fun thing that we can do here is we can attempt to bolt Stoneforge Mystic, and then they're going to play the hammer, and bolt will resolve, 3 damage will be marked on it, and then we exile the hammer. Yay, we were rewarded for playing well. Love it. Damn, you got us, opponent. You did the thing literally all the hammer time decks are trying to do. I guess we could have ended Sigarda's aid too, but I wanted to get the hammer out of their fucking hand. I don't know if they have any, like, weird give this thing indestructible effects. Maybe it would have been correct to ending the Sigarda's aid instead, but, like, that was the line we took. Boom this, boom this. Alright. Look at how cool my moms are, chat. Fuck yeah. Discard timely. Ooh, that's scary. Wait, no it's not. We have Pillage. What am I talking about? Chandra Pillage could have been good, yeah. But I wanted to get Nahiri down. I'll do it now. I wanted to get Nahiri down because I thought she was the more powerful. Can't be regenerated. Ah, this deck's delightful. Ah, shit. What are we gonna do? Oh, I know. We'll throw spaghetti at them until they die. Or not. Or not. Or we just won't. So now we just destroy their artifacts. Kill that. Actually, you know what? Ah, that was a fun 3-2. Yeah, other than, like, Murktide Regent, this deck answers a lot of stuff pretty well. Ending and Bolt are great pieces of interaction that really, really help the game plan. What did we even lose to? I'm trying to remember. We lost to Murktide Regent. That much I know. What was I Wear Shoes playing? I can't even remember our third match. I can't even remember. But we won the mirror, which was great. It was on Thin Ice, a consideration versus Murktide. I feel like we don't run enough basic lands. I think if you run into Murktide, you just accept, okay, this is a creature that I kind of have a hard time dealing with and just like move on with your life. Green Devotion? Was that the case? I thought Piccolo 36 was on... Pico 36 was on Green Devotion. I don't know. I'm gonna look it up. What were they playing? I want to know. Feel bad I can't remember. Oh, it was this green-white taxes deck. Got it. We could sideboard more Rest in Peace for Murktide, maybe, instead of like Sanctifier. Because Sanctifier is like kind of awkward with all of our board wipes, but I feel like we had Rest in Peace on turn 2 against the Murktide deck, and they just didn't really care because they had Force of Negation and then like turn 2 Murktide. It's okay. It's okay, chat. Murktide's just going to be a hard card for us to answer. The rest of the meta's taking care of it. Play Vindicate instead of Stone Rains. Makes the mana more complicated, but it's very good. That could work. You just splash black for Vindicate. Run 2 Pillage. Like... Yeah. Yeah, that sounds fun. I dig that. You got your Triome. You got your Mardu Triome. Maybe run like another one. I don't know. We'll have to run that by the guy who made the deck, right? See what they think. Because if you got 4 Vindicates in your deck, you can probably deal with Murktide. Ooh, Lingering Souls. Right. So you could run Vindicate and Lingering Souls instead of like Timely Reinforcement and Seasoned Pyromancer. Yeah. Because you can beat someone to death with a bunch of Lingering Souls if you just blow up all their lands. Or Kaya's Guile. Kaya's Guile is a good sideboard option. I think a Mardu version of this list could work. And to make the mana better, you just run the tapped artifact lands instead of Cascading Cataracts. You're a bit slower, but it fixes your mana. Nice. Okay, I'm going to get some water, guys, because my throat's starting to hurt a little bit. And when I get back, we will think about what we want to do next. I don't have any donation decks in the queue currently, so I might just do a league with the Blue Moon list we did well with yesterday. Wing Shards, what does that do?